The story of the poem Grímnismál in the poetic book Edda. Grímnismál is originally a poem in the Edda. The poetic Edda, also known as the Saemundar Edda or Old Edda, is a collection of Old Norse poems from the Codex Regius manuscript found in Iceland. Along with the prose Edda, Snorra Edda, by Snorri Sturluson, the verse Edda is the most important source of Norse myths and heroic legends. Grímnismál tells the story of the bet between Odin and Frigg about their two adopted sons. The story begins when King Raudung's two sons, Agnar and Geirröd, while rowing a canoe, both brothers drifted away. Out at sea, a crazy storm was roaring, and their boat drifted to a distant island. Here the brothers met an adoptive couple. The husband raised Geirröd and the wife adopted Agnar. The farmer couple here are Odin and Frigg. When spring came, they gave Agnar and Geirröd a boat. When the boat just landed, Geirröd jumped ashore, pushed the boat and Agnar out onto the island and said, "Let's go with the troll." The boat drifted out to sea as Geirröd ran back to the joyful welcome of everyone. When King Raudung died, Geirröd became a famous man when he was crowned. One day, Odin and Frigg sat on a chair looking down at the world. Odin asked Frigg, "Do you see your adopted son in that cave over there with the giantess and having children with her? And my godson is king of a land." Frigg immediately replied, "But he is too stingy with food to entertain guests when he sees guests coming to his place." Odin thought that there was a misunderstanding and Frigg and Odin made a bet with each other. Odin immediately transformed into a mortal and went to Geirröd's place. However, Frigg sent the goddess Fulla to warn Geirröd to be careful of a witch coming to his kingdom with a plot to cast a curse on Geirröd's country. The characteristic to identify that person is that he has no children. No dog dares to come closer. But Geirröd not only disregarded that warning but also ordered the arrest of that person. The captor wearing a blue cloak introduces himself as Grímnir, who is Odin. When being escorted before the king, Grímnir did not argue anything. The king ordered Odin to be tied up and thrown into 2 fires for 8 days and nights. Now Geirröd had a son named Agnar, named after his brother. Agnar visited Grímnir, gave him a full cup to drink, and apologized for his father's cruel actions of torturing innocent people. Grímnir drank the entire cup in one gulp. At the same time the hot fire burned his cloak. He sings and rhymes in praise of Agnar, listing the realms of the gods and their life, the ash tree Yggdrasil, the Valkyries, the sun horse and the wolf skull, and the creation of the world. When Grímnir finally told his true name, Geirröd realized that the person he tortured was Odin, an action that caused Odin to abandon him. He jumped to help Odin escape the fire, but Geirröd immediately fell and the sword slipped from his hand and pierced Geirröd's body. After Geirröd stopped breathing, Odin disappeared. Agnar was proclaimed monarch by the people and ruled the kingdom for many years. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.